Hello and welcome to this week's episode of your Power Packed Podlets. My name is Rachel and I'm your host for these mini magical journeys together. These are the mini podcasts for my heart-led entrepreneurs out there that for you, business is not just a hobby. This is a lifestyle. This is about you building your life and your freedom on your own terms. And in fact, this is the subject that we're getting into today. This week's episode is going to be for some of you a profound wake-up call. It's going to be the thing that you needed to hear, and it's potentially going to trigger you in some way, especially if you are treating your business as a hobby and you're hoping to make financial freedom from it. And for others of you, it's going to be that feeling of expansion, the message that your soul has been calling for to remind you that you're the type of person for whom success is inevitable. Because online right now, the idea that creating financial and time freedom for yourself on your own terms is being sold as something that's really easy to make. It's being sold in the terms of a short-term relationship, that sort of energy and that sort of frequency. And what I mean by this is the idea that's being fed to us by many people. It's like, just do this really simple thing and you will make 5 to 10,000 euros or pounds or dollars per month. All you have to do is set up a YouTube account. All you have to do is sell a program. All you have to do is have this product and sell it to these people. And in a few months' time, and they'll show you all of these testimonials, all of these examples of, here's my client who in 12 days made this amount of money. Here's my client that in 3 months was already making consistent 10,000 euros per month. And if you've been seeing these and you're on this path, you're like, yes, I want that for myself. I want the freedom. I want to be my own boss. I want to set my own rules. I want to get up when I want to get up. I want to have a day off when I want to have a day off. And you're seeing these things and you're thinking, well, it's not that hard. Amazing. Let's do this. This is potentially going to be the message. You're like, no, Rachel, don't tell me it, don't tell me it. And it's going to be exactly what you need to hear so that this idea, this concept that it's easy does not bite you in the arse when you find out that it's not as easy as it's being sold to you as. Because this message is for those of you that you're not interested in just having your business as a side gig or your business as a hobby. You actually want to never again work for somebody else, to be able to retire and have money in place so that you can live the lifestyle you wish. You want to be able to have the money to say, how about we go to Mexico next month? Or how about we take 3 weeks off? And you have not just the money to back you up, but you have the business model that allows you to do that, for you to step back and relax. If you're really serious about that, then this conversation is for you. Because the people who really make it, who create this sort of success, are the ones who are in this for the long run, who are still there and all in once the honeymoon period is worn off. So that magical time where it's all about possibility and excitement and adventure, once that period is over and then you start to see the shadow side of your partner, you start to see the areas where you clash, the things you disagree on, the things you find frustrating and annoying in one another. Those of you who are willing to stick around through the hard times, in the good times and the bad, in sickness and health, you're the ones who are going to make it through in business. Because this is the thing, on your business journey, there are going to be challenging moments. There are going to be moments when you get frustrated, when you're not getting the results, where you get into tantrums, where you start to have an argument with your business plan and your business model, and you're wanting more money to come in. You're like, why is more money not coming in? There are going to be those times, full stop. It is not a journey of plain sailing. It's not how it works. For those of you who work for another company, I know there are some of you who are moving from corporate into building your own business. And it's a mindset shift, going from thinking as somebody, maybe you're really high up in what you do and you earn really well, and you're going from working for somebody else. So yes, there is a lot of responsibility and there are some risks, and you are not the one who is running the biggest risks. When you work for a company, the person who is running the biggest risks and making the biggest decisions, or the people, are the ones who own it. They're the ones who founded it. They are the ones who are assuring that enough money is coming in that your wages get paid. And it's a whole different thing to be the one at the top, the CEO, the founder, the owner of the company, who's making those decisions and who's running those risks. The one who's assuring that money is coming in, covering the company costs, the monthly outgoings, if you have a team paying their salary. It is a completely different ballgame. And it's about learning to shift how you think and feel, to being a leader and being able to risk take. And so there's this ideal that's being sold to you, just like in the movies, the romantic movies, that the boy and the girl, the man and the woman, and how they fall in love and then they're happy together forever and ever. The film ends when they finally meet each other or when they get married. It doesn't talk about what comes afterwards. So this is what's being sold to us online, with people who are saying my formula works really well. What comes after that? Once the wedding ring is on and you've signed the marital contract with your business, are you going to be there in the hard times, or are you going to run away? Because those of you who don't run away, you don't give up, you don't fight your way through the hard times, you learn to adapt and pivot and be present, you're the ones who are going to be wildly successful. It's very easy to be all in the honeymoon period. It's a whole other thing to recommit when you see the things you don't like. It's a whole other thing to recommit when it isn't as easy as you thought it was going to be, when your business or your income don't live up to your expectations, when you realize that your expectations are the ones that are getting in your way, and that it's up to you to expand your leadership, to take yourself to another level, to have different conversations, to try different things out, to get back up again. Those of you who aren't afraid of that, it's the fear of that that will hold you back. It's the assumption that it's not going to be hard. It's the desire for it to be easy is going to get in your way. If you are willing to accept that there will be times that it won't, and you choose to keep leaning in and recommitting and showing up in those moments, you will do really well. It's not about making a decision once. It's about making this decision again and again and again. It's not about choosing to commit to building a business and financial freedom once. It's about realizing there are moments that you want to run away. There are moments that you will want to give up, and it's recommitting again. So I invite you to realize it's not a binding contract to business, but there is something so powerful about realizing the frequential difference between being somebody who's in it just when it feels good. Oh, it feels nice now, so now I will do the things, versus being someone who's in it non-circumstantially. Because it's your life, it's your time, it's your freedom, it's what you are focusing on, it's what you are dedicating your energy to. And so it's okay that it's not always easy. And then the question is, how do you choose to set yourself up for success so that when it's, rather than trying to avoid it being hard, trying to avoid the challenging parts, knowing that that will be the case. There'll be times that you're afraid. There will be times that you don't want to do the scary things. How are you going to set yourself up for success for when those moments arrive? And when those moments arise in your journey? And I'm going to leave you with an analogy, a very unusual one. Those of you who've been following me for a while, you'll know that I used to be a sugar addict. And in fact, it's not something that ever fully goes away. And I've noticed a pattern coming back in of having sugar more regularly and desiring to eat sugar more regularly. So for those of you who don't know, I stopped eating sugar for a full 7 years. I went cold turkey because I was like a cocaine addict with sugar. And it was affecting my emotional well-being. It impacted my identity, my sense of self. And so I went cold turkey, and I went 7 years. And then I gradually began to reincorporate sugar. And for whatever reason now, I've noticed more refined sugar coming in. And we're about to hit Christmas. And so I'm going to enjoy Christmas and have the Christmas things. And I know that afterwards is going to require I set myself up, because I will have gone on that train for a period of time. And so I'm already aware of what I'm going to be doing afterwards. In fact, I'm excited about the post-Christmas healthy run. I'm thinking about this detox and how amazing I'm going to feel, not just physically, because it's the identity piece of being a person who's willing to do the hard things rather than the easy things, who has the strength and the resilience and the stickability, even when I have the cravings, to not eat the things. And I know it because I've been through the sugar thing before. So I'm already excited and anchoring into how I'm setting myself up for success on the other side. I'm going to enjoy Christmas, I'm sorry, but mince pies, definitely having those. Probably with clotted cream. So the question is know thyself, know where you sabotage, know where you fall into potholes, know where you're potentially going to go down the path of procrastination, fighting and burnout, or running away from your problems, and then determine what you're going to do to set yourself up for success. This is what successful people do. Those of us you see doing things that seem really hard, and you're like, how do they do that? It's because we put these things in place. So what's that going to be for you? So on that note, have a wonderful Christmas. You will probably hear from me again before this, because I'm now recording multiple podlets in advance. So who knows what Monday this will be dropped on, but it will definitely be before Christmas. So whatever date you may be listening, have an amazing Christmas. We've got some insane things coming next year. You definitely want to be continually tapping into the stuff, because we've got some really incredible free things. We've got incredible paid things coming up. And we are really honing in on getting you, by the end of 2026, in a place with your business, your finances, your relationship with yourself, your confidence, all of the things, at a level you cannot currently comprehend. So keep tuning in. Lots of magic to come.